So glad everyone made it today. We look forward to today's topic. But to start off, we will begin um, by welcoming you to the Nechama Spiritual Center for our Sunday service. And as you can see, our slide here tells us about the word Nechama and its meaning for comfort and consolation, and that our goal is to provide comfort to those who are seeking restoration and a safe place to authentically seek your truth and find your journey. We are a 508c1a faith-based organization. Our faith in the divine, in community, and in plant-based sacraments stems from prehistoric beliefs and practices that were practiced by our ancestors and personal experiences of our modern members. Contemplative practices, community support, honor and respect of the journey, and plant-based sacraments are the core to ascending to the divine. Our sacraments are our greatest creations that nature offers, raising our awareness to the divine so that we can access direct connection to the source of life. It's our sincere belief that contemplative practices and sacraments bring us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand that this concept of God is pure consciousness which permeates all beings. This pure consciousness, we believe, is the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our vision and mission is to provide a sacred and safe space for the connection of the community in support of mental, physical, spiritual ascension to the divine in all creation. We believe that all life needs comfort and connectivity to achieve restoration. By having a sacred and safe space for people, they can fashion their own spiritual journey. Nechama Center is a safe and private setting that provides guidance and integration for those seeking spiritual restoration. We believe that all life needs comfort and connectivity. We are bringing people together for healing and connection to divine revelation through community and communion with contemplative practices and sacred medicines. We ask you please mute your mics. Our service will be 30 minutes and will be recorded and posted on YouTube for community viewing. We will begin with a short guided meditation, followed by 2 readings to facilitate our journal prompt and the discussion following the service. We will have announcements and updates prior to our discussion time. We invite you to find a comfortable space to settle in and be present as we begin our service. Just as the colors of the rainbow unite to make one light, God far above and God deep within, the divine and the Shekinah unite in community. Transcendence unites with eminence, one and one becoming one. We join together in community, together reflecting the divine's splendor. We are the colors of the rainbow, uniting to make one light. The glorious holy throne is here where we meet, ready for the divine to rest upon us. This sacred place uplifts us here where electrons dance and the interplay of being and nothingness draws our hearts together, binary code flickering through space, making us present to each other and to the radiance of this day. We crown her from below, and she enfolds us in new supernal souls so that our service be blissful and praiseful, joyful and radiant, as with shining faces we approach our prayer. Let's take a few moments to speak silently to our divine and meditate on our prayer. Take a few deep breaths. And find our intention. Bringing our intention to the divine. While still in this mindfulness centered state, I invite us all to place our hands on our heart as we take a few moments to send loving intention to our land, our ancestors, and the divine for healing through community, contemplative practice, sacrament, and spiritual awakening. Without the Creator, communion of our members, and these sacred gifts, this community would not exist. The healing done by the Creator through community, contemplative practices, and sacraments is not limited to the times when we commune and consume, but extends into all aspects of our lives and spreads like the mycelium around our world. It is through intention and attention that we call forth the healing power of the divine, the contemplative practices, the sacrament, and the community that we have formed around our common understanding. Let us use our ever-expanding awareness to bring greater peace and healing to our world. Let us radiate gratitude from our hearts to our Creator, to our community, and to those who nurture healing, for these gifts impart healing to those who commune with love and sincerity. As we become aware of the oneness of life, the knowing that we live in all things and that all things live in us, let us apply this understanding to all of our relationships and aid us in our journey as members of the human family. Richard, would you be able to do our reading today? You can unmute. He's not available. Okay, I'll do the first reading. Our first reading today. If you die before you die, then you won't die when you die. This is an epigram that is found inscribed in the gateway of Mount Athos Monastery in Greece, circa 860 in the Common Era. Another quote, a seed breaks open and dissolves into the ground. Only then does a new fig tree come into being. That is the meaning of die before you die. This is a quote from Rumi, a Sufi mystic and poet around the 12th century. Our final quote for this reading, the secret of life is to die before you die and find that there is no death. This is a quote from The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle in 1997. So let's take a moment to reflect. What does it mean to die before you die? What feelings, thoughts, and ideas did this reading bring up for you? And we'll take the next few minutes to journal. Please wrap up your thoughts as we move into the next reading. We will have opportunity to explore what we've journaled during our discussion following the service. Our second reading comes from quotes from various sacred texts that imply this concept of dying before you die. Let's go ahead and read those. Richard, can you read these, or are you still not available?
I think I'm available. Let's see what happens.
I can hear you. Gonna turn it.
Okay, from Taoism by Tao Te Ching, chapter 22. If you want to become full, let yourself be empty. If you want to be reborn, let yourself die. If you want to be given everything, give everything up. In Hinduism, under the Bhagavad Gita 2:19-20, neither he who thinks the living entity the slayer, nor he who thinks it is slain is in knowledge. For the self slays not, nor is slain. For the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. It has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. It is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. It is not slain when the body is slain.
Here's the next slide.
In Buddhism, Dhammapada 279, all conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. The concept of dying to self in Buddhism is often associated with overcoming the illusion of the self, anatta, and attaining nirvana, where the ego is transcended. Within Christianity, under the New Testament, Luke 9:23-24, then he said to them all, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will save it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we'll go ahead and reflect and journal on what feelings and thoughts and ideas that this brought up for you. Again, we'll take a few minutes and we will have an opportunity to discuss this further after the meeting. These texts highlight the transformative power of dying to self, where surrendering the ego and personal will is seen as a necessary step toward spiritual awakening, enlightenment, or union with the divine. Let's just take these next few minutes to journal. Please wrap up your thoughts as we prepare to move into the next portion of our service in a few more seconds. I hope everyone's having a good morning and a good Sunday, a good first day of the week. Hopefully, this meeting each week prepares you for um, positive vibrations and into this next week. Um, some announcements. Of course, we have our upcoming meetings each Sunday at 10:30. Please invite others. Also, we are wanting to do a little bit more, maybe do a book club or a more in-depth discussion group. So if you're interested in helping with that, please let us know and we will make that possible. Also, if you have anything else on your heart, any type of help or ministry, if you will, on your heart, and you would like to participate and help lead and guide some of those areas that you feel are necessary in our world, then please, by all means, reach out. We would love to have you to run a group or work with a certain type of situation, PTSD or military, just whatever is on your heart. We would love for you to step forward and take the reins on those new groups that we would like to also begin. We're having a work day this coming Wednesday. For anyone who can come out to Nechama Center to help, we are going to hopefully get started working on some pallet platforms. We have two 16-foot bell tents we'd like to make platforms for. And then we also have a 10 by 30 tent that we'd like to make platforms for to have them set up. So anyone that can come out on Wednesday, it's supposed to be a beautiful day here, so please take advantage, come on out. Also, we'll have a short period on Friday for some work if you can make it out on Friday. If you can't make it on Wednesday, either of those 2 days we'll be working on the center, on the grounds. So anyone who wants to come out and help with that. Of course, we're still in need of pallets and anyone who wants to come and help build pallet foundations, which is what we're doing this week. We are still in the process of setting up our membership area of the website. However, we have created an area in the meetings website that you can donate to help with our ongoing work here. And so if you would like to do that, you can go to our website and navigate to the meetings section and donate for meetings to keep us online. And also to donate toward the work. If you want to go to the donation page, you can donate toward work, and all of those are hooked into our to PayPal. And we have as I said, have not set up the membership part, but we plan on setting up our membership site as well. And so we will be working that hopefully in the next couple of weeks for working that out so that people can actually join as members. Membership would include benefits would include access to our private official member chat area via school, our community, facilitated sacrament services, community offerings, spiritual counseling, discounts on retreats that we will be having in the future, and much more. So please take advantage of the possibility of membership when that time comes. And of course, I'm still working on that. All right. So we'll once again bring ourselves back to the thoughts of the divine, and we'll close this portion of our meeting. Please remember that there is discussion after the meeting for anyone who chooses to stay. It's our closing. Our divine, we come before you broken and in need of healing. You are our true guide and creator. Act benevolently toward us for the sake of your holy nature. Renew our mind. Provide for us a good week. Remove from us all harsh decrees, annul the intentions of our enemies, foil the plans of our foes, Wipe out every oppressor and adversary from against us. Close the mouths of our accusers. Remove pestilence, sword, famine, captivity, and destruction from us. Withhold any plague that pursues us. Pardon and forgive all our injustices. Blot out and remove our indiscretions from before your eyes. Erase all the records of our indebtedness. Bring us to you in wholeheartedness and sincerity. Send a complete healing to the sick. Shred the evil decreed against us, and remember us with your favor. We've come together with intentions of service to the land and all of its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with a collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for our fellowship and conversation around our readings today. For those of you that are unable to stay, we thank you for joining us for this meeting and wish you a great week ahead. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. Please remember that we are not a medical or therapeutic organization. Statements made by the moderator or members of Nechama are their own. We are here discovering and exploring along with you. May peace be with you.